afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, and thank you so very much for coming out on a cool September afternoon to enjoy the Golden Hills Lodge 50th anniversary celebration and recognition. In particular today, I wish to recognize the honored guests, and those would be all of our current residents of Golden Hills Lodge. I will not ask you to stand. I wish to recognize the former residents of Golden Hills Lodge who are with us today. I also wish to recognize some dignitaries, and I will ask those members of our current board of directors who are in the very back row to please stand. We have with us today our board chair, Shirley Beyer, our vice chair, Carol Calhoun, and Bill Cunningham, representing the town of Trochu. Have I missed any board member? I don't think so. I wish to specially recognize Richard and Jan Martz for attending today. Please. Kevin Edwards and his wife. And I wish to especially recognize two gentlemen in the very front row. In 1960, Mr. Ralph Brown was the board chair. That is the year the lodge opened. And along with him, the secretary-treasurer of the board, Gordon King. I will not ask them to stand, but they deserve to be recognized. I think it's admirable, it's wonderful that both of you can be with us today, and I know especially Mr. Brown and Mr. King were looking forward to this day 50 years ago. At this time, I'll give you a bit of an idea of our program. It's not too long, it's approximately 30 minutes. And it is my pleasure today to welcome our entertainment, who are going to do a small section of music first. Then we'll have a few very short speeches, and then they're going to entertain us shortly after that as well. Before I do that, I'd like to ask any former staff, if they could, please rise.
Company staff.
Oh, it's okay. It's interesting, some of our former staff happen to be our current residents. And how about the staff who are current with us today? Some of you are outside. Please come forward out of the wind, and I'd like our current staff to be recognized as well. Many of these ladies have been working since 11 o'clock to get ready for today, and they're here to serve you as well, so work never does stop at Golden Hills Lodge. Thank you so much. So at this time, just one housekeeping item. If you should need to use a washroom, it was suggested that I bring porta potties, and I do not like porta potties, and so if you have to use the washrooms, I ask you to go back into the lodge, and the public washrooms there are available for you. If you need help, the staff inside will assist you. It's my pleasure to welcome some music of the 1960s, and to especially welcome a group entitled The Hearts in Harmony, who are going to entertain you for the next few minutes. Ladies, it's all yours.
Thank you. Well, it is really lovely to be here on this special occasion, and it is a little chilly outside, but I can just see smiling faces everywhere, and who cares? We're together, we're going to have a wonderful half hour together, and we're tough, we can do it. And so it's good to be here, and before we begin, I just wanted to say something about our first two songs. When we were asked to sing here for this wonderful occasion of your 50th birthday, I phoned Bob and said, now what kind of music would the residents enjoy? And I said, would they like some sacred music? And he said, oh, definitely, they would love that. And you know what that said to us was that, wow, this is a special, wonderful lodge where they include God in their everyday life. And it is lovely for us to share some of the words of our music now with you when we think of how good it is to put ourselves into God's hands. He is the master caretaker.